Hey, good morning, OC. Jump on here for our Friday edition of Sergeant's Time. Let's just wait a couple seconds here, and we'll get going. Hope everybody had a good week last week. We were pretty busy here in the shop, just finishing up some stuff. But pretty excited that everything starts back up next week, and we'll get going. Just jumping through my calendar here. I lost this morning. That's what happens. I'm a pencil nerd, and if I don't have a pencil in front of me, I don't know what's going on. So, all right. So it's 9:35 on this beautiful but chilly Friday morning, and we're going to start our Sergeant's Time. So I want to get started with today's the final day of our break on program. So we're going to start back up on Tuesday. We're going to be in observation of Martin Luther King Day on Monday. So we'll start back up on Tuesday. I just want to put out a quick advisory that, everyone sees the weather and stuff that's coming up, that next week could possibly be, the cold front's coming in, and it could change some of the stuff that goes on next week. So just kind of I'm playing it by ear. Obviously, your guys' safety is my number one concern. Plus, with the weather and it being cold, I don't know what's going to go on. I don't know if they're going to close down schools, close down roads. Heaven forbid the freezes some pipes and some stuff happens here at the building, or even at your guys' homes and in the areas that we're going to do stuff. So bear with us next week. Hopefully it's nothing, and we could just kind of just run right through, and then we'll start our programs right back off on Tuesday with the Woodshop being open, and then yoga's in the afternoon. As we move into the programs, you guys will see. So the calendar will be posted today. I'm finished with it. So if you guys are already jumping on the website to look at it, you'll see that the calendar is done. Obviously, I'm going to add more stuff as the months come through. Like if there's a job fair or anything like that's happening that month. I normally don't find that information out until probably a couple of weeks prior. So it'll constantly change for you guys, but you'll see it when the calendar will update. So what I got set into our new website on the calendar, and then with our constant contacts, is you guys are going to get sent a link. All right. So you'll have access to the calendar, obviously, if you go onto the website, but in constant contacts, I'm going to send you a link to the calendar. Right. And then every time I make an update to the calendar, if it's an update that is important for everybody in OC to know about, it'll send it right back out to you guys on constant contact. So, hey, say for instance, Chris adds an event adds an event onto our calendar. It's going to populate in your constant contacts, and you're going to get a link to that event so you guys can see what it is, right? And I did that, one, so you're constantly abreast of all the new stuff that's going to pop up on the calendars, and then two, so you guys can actually sign up and register for it. So we've got on all of our portals that are up on there now on the website, anytime that you guys want to go to a class or attend an activity or anything that's like that, you got to register for it, right? And obviously everything is free and everything, but what that registration does is it gives me a list of participants. And then I can pass that list off to the coaches, whoever's coaching, or, the event coordinator. Like if James and I are setting up an event and I want to know, like say for instance, in January 27th, if you guys didn't see my message that came out the other day on social media, is I reserved up some spots Saturday morning to go play at main event, and we're just going to go bowling and just kind of get the gang together. And I want to start doing that monthly. We're going to have a monthly OC event, and there'll be polls that come out. I didn't send a poll out for this one this month only because it was pretty quick coming up at us, so I just made a decision. But you guys will see that stuff. So when you register it, that way I know how many people will be able to attend, and then I can make sure that I have enough food and enough, have the area reserved to actually be able to take us all in, and we can have a good time. So that'll be on the website. It's on there now. So if you jump on there, you'll be able to see that. We're still jumping in and out and taking stuff off. You'll see I'll be editing it for the most part of today, just adding a few more things, but that's all going to be on there. All right. So with the calendar, I told you guys that there's going to be a lot of new stuff coming on into OC in the following year. So what I will tell you, I'll give you a little hint on some of the stuff. I kind of already talked about it, is the monthly OC events. So our monthly OC events is just going to be a gathering of us, so we can just to be together and spend some time doing some of the stuff that we used to always love doing, but maybe we haven't done it in a long time. So, you know, and I got a lot of ideas from all you guys out there. So thank you guys for that. I can tell you what I've got on the schedule for this year is I have bowling, I have paintball, I have a fishing trip down to the coast. We have horseback riding, we have roller skating, we've got our 5K. I got that in there as a fun event for everybody. We're going to the Natural Bridge Caverns to do some touring up there. We're gonna float down the river together in New Braunfels and do a Schlitterbahn visit and stuff like that. So there's a bunch of stuff, guys, that I put on there, and obviously the polls will come out, and it's just kind of time frame of when I'm going to put them, like which months we're going to actually do it and how many people are going to participate. But the reason that I want to do that is because I just want to get us all together, right? So that way we've got a lot of people that don't participate in every single program, but we're still a big family here at OC. And I want to make sure that you guys are being able to see your brothers and sisters in arms that are, you know, going through the same stuff that you're kind of going through, or just living life with their disability, and you might be having the same one. So it'll be nice to be able to get together and just see. So look for that kind of stuff. I think it's going to be awesome, and we'll go through that. Also on the calendar, I have the majority of our events, big events for each one of our adaptive programs for this year. So for cycling, right now there are 6 programs for cycling. So you guys will see there's 6 races that are in there. They're already up to date. So you guys will see all those, and then Jorge will start sending out some specific information for those races. But we're going to do the MS 150. We're going to do the Texas MS 150 that's up at College Station. We're doing our Miles for Memories. There's a couple other ones that we're looking at that we're going to look at also. And then we'll obviously end our year with the Windcrest one as we go through there. So you'll see all those races and everything will be planned in that. And then we'll have a team meeting probably in the beginning of February where everyone will be able to come in and do that. But that's for our group that wants to race and wants to do stuff, right? So our normal cycling events will still happen every Wednesday morning. We're going to keep them at 10 o'clock right now until it gets a little warmer, and then we'll back them back down in the morning times where we're riding earlier. And then this year we've added a weekend ride. So Jorge's gonna pick on the schedule. So it's not going to be like an every Saturday thing. It might be this week is the Saturday, and then a couple weeks later, it might be a Sunday. So he's scheduling that out, but you guys will get that from the cycling email, so you guys can have all that kind of stuff. So we're just adding more rides. So those who can't make it to the Wednesday rides, or when we start training up for some of these bigger rides and the Friday train up rides, we're going to do it on the weekend. So that way everyone gets that opportunity to get out and ride, so they can practice and get ready for that. For our hockey team, obviously hockey starts back up on Fridays. I only kept the one time for right now. So it's always going to be on Fridays between 10:45 and 12:15 over at Northwoods Golf and Ice. And for our hockey team, what we've got going on is we've combined with the other sled hockey players all over the state. So we've got players from Austin, players from Dallas, we got players from Houston, and we're going to combine our teams. And that way, when we travel, we're going to travel to tournaments as our team. And then if we still need 1 or 2 other players, we're going to grab other players. We're in the process right now of working with the Dallas Stars organization to have, we'll be their sled hockey team representation, so we can actually participate in some of the NHL sanctioned sled hockey tournaments. So that's in the makings right now. And it's actually, it's pretty good. I mean, it's going to happen. It's just in a matter of time. So I could tell you from our hockey players, we are going back to Maryland. So we're going to go do the Warrior Cup that we did last year in Maryland, and that was a really good time. And then I also have planned for us to go to Florida and do the NHL tournament in November, and that's represent the Dallas Stars. So more info on that as it comes out. We also have our tri-hockey camp that we're going to do in our August time frame, and then we're also going to do another one that's going to be down in the Houston area in an October time frame. So lots of stuff coming up for our hockey team and stuff like that. So if you guys want to play hockey and you never thought it'd be something that you wanted to do, come on out, try it with us. That's what this is all about, right? You never know, you might love it, and then you want to participate on the team play, and we'll go out to tournaments and we'll have a lot of fun. And then for our aquatics, the way we've got our aquatics working is the same thing as last time, and then we're going to bump up some additional times and see if I can get some evening times for the aquatics. Right now, we're just working scheduling things, but that's going to happen, so you guys will see that on the calendars. We have some evenings for that. And we also have some evening yoga stuff. So Kiani over at the Loki Yoga is going to give us some evening time frames so we can get you guys in there and we can do some evening time for all of our participants who have jobs and stuff who are working in the morning. So that's going to be out there for you guys. So look for that. And then for our woodshop. So the way we're going to work our woodshop's a little bit different than what it's used to be working at. So times are all going to remain the same. All right, so we have we're going to do our Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday times. And then based off of the time frame that we're going to get from our yoga in the evenings, we're going to have the woodshop open at the same time. So that way we have myself or James that's in the area so that could kind of make sure that everything's going good over at yoga, but then we also have someone that's here at the woodshop. All right, so you guys will look out for those times. And they probably differ by week, but we will have at least one evening time per week for yoga, one evening time per week for the woodshop. All right, so the woodshop, the way that's going to work is obviously we have people who are advanced that have been doing this for a very long time. Nothing will really change for you guys. The only thing that'll change, as you guys will see, is that it's completely different down there. We've got it set up to where it's ADA compliant. Stuff is up off the floors. James has done a great job moving everything around, and all of his volunteers are coming to moving everything around, organized stuff, so it's very easy to get to. And we've got that all set up. But then for our beginners who really want to learn, a new hobby and kind of get in there, we have projects that are going to be set up. So we bought a whole bunch of different projects that are starting from very beginner and kind of just putting stuff together to working yourself into where you can be very comfortable in advance. And with that will come a safety class. So look out for these videos. Our marketing and Anna, she's going to come over with James, and we're going to take YouTube videos. We're going to make YouTube videos and post them on our social media stuff of James going through and explaining what each piece of equipment is, and then what it's used for and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be great. It's going to be one of those mandatory things that everybody wants to participate in our wood shop. You guys watch all these videos just so we can make sure that you understand some of the equipment you're working on. Obviously, we're going to show you when you guys are down there, but it'll be very important to be able to give it to you guys when you're there. All right, so that's all the stuff that's coming up with the wood shop. So for the most part, we're really, really excited about everybody coming back next week. Don't forget, our 5K is February 24th. All right, the registration is up for all of our OC participants. Call into the shop and get the code from James for you and your family, so you guys can go in and register. And obviously, it's free to you. For all of our veterans and first responders and everybody that's out there, our active duty members, we also have a code for you, and that's on the website, so you can go in there and participate. And then we have a code for our minors, right? Our 9 to 17 type deal, so you guys can go in there because we'd love to see our minors running out there also. And then we have our kids fun run. That's always going to be awesome to do. So anybody 3 to 8 that wants to participate, we have that also going on. It's all over at the Blue Bonnet on February 24th. So look for more information on that one. But we're really excited about it. Our sponsors are really excited about it. We got all that stuff in the works, and everything's been going great with that. And that's one of the things this afternoon. I'm gonna jump back on. I'm heading over to one of our sponsors here right after that, just to kind of talk with them and do stuff with that. And then I might go live just because it's Black Rifle, and why don't we want to talk about Black Rifle, right? So all that stuff is coming up. Also look on our calendar. One of the things that I went through that I didn't know existed until, we started networking and talking with other organizations is the regional games are coming up, right? They're going to be in April also, right? So you guys go on the regional games website, go on the Texas Regional Parasports website, and look at what events that they have that you could participate in. And if you want to participate in it, give me a shout. We'll find a team or something that does that. They got powerlifting, they got bocce ball, they've got all sorts of other stuff that's out there that you guys can actually participate in, and then it'll be part of a great event for you, being able to get out there and participate, but also a great event for OC, and we can kind of work together with them to do the kind of stuff. So a lot of good stuff coming up in the upcoming year. Be prepared for all of that, and let's just have a great 2024. Like I said, we're all here together. We're going to do this together. We're going to raise some money for the organization, and then we're going to have a really good time as a community, and we're going to get back into the community and start giving and coaching and doing all that kind of stuff. So it's all on the calendar, guys. It's all going to be on the website. But if you have any questions or anything, obviously give me a call. You guys have my number. You have my email. I love hearing from you guys. It makes my job easier when I don't have to make all the decisions because you guys are giving me some great, wonderful ideas to make OC, put us out there so everyone can see who we are and what we do. And then also as a community, we're taking care of each other. So that's our Friday Sergeant's Time. If you guys have any other questions or anything, please hit me up and I'll talk to you guys next Friday. All right, guys, take care. God bless.